Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we're going over to Alter Ego Brewing, famous for the collaboration that I did with them with last year for their 5th birthday, the Ragnify Milk Stout, which won Untapped Best UK Milk Stout, which, you know, is an amazing honour for me especially, but certainly also for Alter Ego Brewing. They also won an award recently for Mr. Brown's Best Bitter, which is a fantastic bitter. So anyway, here's a beer. It's called Stockholm Syndrome Imperial Stout. I actually had a taster of this last year on the brew day for the Ragnify beers. So never got to pick it up at Christmas when it was initially released. So people who had the Bruiser box set will have probably tasted this. As a good fellow today on the channel pointed out to me that he's had this in the box set. So I'm really looking forward to it, because obviously at that time it was still a few months to go before it was going to be canned, you know, to sell at Christmas. So anyway, Stockholm Syndrome Imperial Stout, aged in a Bourbon Whisky Cask. I'm reading that right, aren't I? Yeah, aged in Bourbon Whisky Cask. ABV of 10.7%. Brewed and canned at Alter Ego Brewing Company, Unit B2, Stockholm Road, Alfreton, DE55 7RG. I was only there the other day because I picked these up the other day, so really excited to review this. Great to get back to the brewery. Need to go on a tap room day, to be fair, to sample some of the beers. I still, in my own head, I still need to get the Torside collab. I actually need to go and visit Torside as well, to be fair. We'll do it at some stage. Wow, it's got some poke on it, that has. So here we go. It's Wednesday night. It's Wednesday night. It's time for a 10%. Other people save their 10% for the weekend, and they're not on that rubbish. We'll have it when we'll have it. I have it when I have it, and it's as simple as that. And that's the bottom line. Because Raggy said so. Anyway, so a lovely black pour on this, a finger of tan head. It looks a great pour. Put it in the Thornbridge glass. Would love to see Thornbridge do a collab with Alter Ego at some stage. Both being Derbyshire-based breweries. It's a funny thing being a Nottingham Forest fan, talking about Derbyshire-based breweries, but obviously, football aside, you know, Derbyshire's next to Nottinghamshire, and there's some flipping fantastic breweries in and around Derbyshire. So, yeah. So I've just been looking for my food tonight. I've got Italian chicken from Iceland. Comes in a box, sleeve, take it out, 2 pieces of chicken, nice chicken. And can't find it. Got 3 freezers rather. One's the wife's cake fridge, one's the upstairs fridge, the overflow fridge, and the normal fridge, freezer rather. It's in neither. And unless I'm going blind, you know, and you start to doubt yourself. It's like, I'm looking for this blooming Italian chicken, I can't find it anywhere. And I remember it was there the other day. I thought it was in the bottom fridge, so freezer. So I can only assume that my youngest has had it and not told anybody. Well, I'll have that Italian chicken. Ka-ching. So yeah, it is what it is on that side of things. But anyway. Oh, smell the booze factor on it. Definitely smell that whiff of bourbon. Oh, so they do Stockholm Syndrome as a 10% stout, but obviously this is aged in a barrel. Not sure for how long. It doesn't say on the can. I assume maybe a year aged in a big barrel. It's July the 2nd. I've got 3 layers on. It's pouring down. It's really cold outside. And it's like, what? July? There's a heat wave? Global warming? Rightio. The weather. It's been the warmest spring on record. That's it? Really? Really? The warmest spring? What you been smoking, mate? Yeah? You've been on the old wacky. But yeah, when you look at the news and they come out with that stuff, and then I work outside and it's like, warmest spring. I'm freezing. I've been wet, cold most of the spring. For elements today, it was lovely and warm at one time. And I did manage to get some lovely weeding done. I made a lovely flower bed next door at the Chinese garden. It looks amazing. They had a few lavenders. I plussed it. I put in Verbena bonariensis, panicum, which is a grass, green grass with blue flowers at a certain time of the year, and also a lovely fuchsia with a purple flower on to go with their lavender. So the lavender, the purple lavender, with all the different shades of purple, should be, and bluey purple, should be amazing. Do apologise. Slight bit of gardening there as we're talking about beer. Yeah, like I say, do want to get back over to Alter Ego. I'm actually thinking of, well, I've been invited to Little Brewing, to their opening day of their tap room, and I've noticed now there's quite the thing now with breweries to have a tap room, and I wish each and every brewery all the best for this, because a tap room doing well can really help pay the bills of the brewery, and helps get the money in, straight in, without the beer going to the pubs and then you're waiting for pubs to pay. This way, they, straight away the money's there, ka-ching, 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 and it pays for the electric, pays for the ingredients, and pays the bills. Probably pays for the staff. And I, like I say, I do need to get back over to Alter Ego. I've not been this year, to be fair, and it's not for the not wanting to go. It's we've been so busy, and it might be that next Saturday I actually get to go over on our little trip, because like we're gonna go to Little Brewing, we're gonna go to Shiny, and I'm driving. So yeah, that's me scuppered, absolutely blooming scuppered. Best thing I can do is take some bottles with me, some of my little Panda Pop bottles, and get some thirds. Come back and do a review in the beer room. It's the only way. But I want to visit these tap rooms, and sometimes it's the driving to the tap rooms, the buses, and the cost of buses is a little bit, and especially where you are. And if I drive, then everyone's happy to come with us. But if I don't drive and we catch buses, then one turns around and says, yeah, I'm not really bothered, for that obvious reason, messing about catching buses. So yeah, it is what it is on that side of things. Anyway, back to the beer. Do apologise, I'm bunged up with hay fever. I feel lovely for it as well. The rain will get rid of the dust though, so there's a good side to the rain for me, and also it's watering the plants. So especially with the amount that's come down, I've noticed that a lot of the I've got butternuts and pumpkins growing at work, and they're just about to burst. You know when a plant's in good fettle, because you see green shoots, and all of a sudden you can see that at some point it's just going to go crazy, and that's brilliant for me, because I want them to go crazy. That is a lovely beer, that is. For me, it's a straight up Imperial Stout, but aged in the Bourbon Whisky cask. Yeah. I hope that wasn't showing. I hope the wasn't showing on camera. Can't do nothing about sneezing. Oh, crying out loud. Whew. Oh, a lovely burst of chocolate just then. Oh dear. Like I say, the hay fever, it's good at the moment. I've actually got the I've actually got the Big Bad, a barrel aged barley wine, and then I've got the beer that was blended together with this and the Big Bad, and that's called Distant Memory, a barrel aged Imperial Stout wine. So, you know, amazing beers. They've still got them over at Alter Ego. So you know, if you like the sound of them, these beers won't last for long. You know, I mean, they'll last for years in can. That's not what I'm saying. They won't be around indefinite. So if you like the sound of them, you know, get yourself over to Alter Ego. I did pick up a dipper from them as well, a Stockholm white stout and a UK Opta IPA as well. So them reviews will come on the channel at some stage. It's gone nice and sunny again now, so bloody weather, English weather. Oh, that is absolutely delightful. I wanted to taste it. You know, sometimes with beers, we all have budgets. These beers were released for Christmas last year, and like a lot of people, we have budgets and can't always get the beers you want. You know, it's as simple as that. And even though I look and think, God, I'd love that, but you know, it is what it is. Usually at Christmas I've got no pennies, and I'm waiting on the wife and son and maybe my daughter to for presents, Christmas presents, because obviously all the money goes out to Christmas presents, as you can imagine. We all have bills and that to pay, but it's nice to finally get it, you know. And 7 months later, it's not a bother for me, because the beer itself is aging beautifully. It's an amazing, for me, you know, it was an amazing honour for Alter Ego to be the first craft beer brewery to do it, for me to do a collaboration with them. You know, sadly been let down by many breweries saying, oh, we'll do a collab and all this, and it never really happened. And for whatever reason, they've got their reasons, you know, obviously, but it was nice for it to come through. And you know, I have absolute high regard for Alter Ego and for Matt and his good lady, and for everybody involved, obviously, Alter Ego. And the tip in at Losco, the tip in is the Alter Ego micro pub. So, you know, there are people that work there are people that work at the brewery, and I'm absolutely royally crap with names. So even though I know the names, I can't remember them now when I'm doing a review, which is really bad. But I'm bad at work, so I literally don't remember half the people at work's names. Although we do have quite the turnover at work. So somebody who's there one week, they're gone the next week, and oh, she was all right. Why? What was she? Oh, she's left. And it's like, hey, she was really nice, and you know, we've had some really good staff, and I dare say there will be more. Hospitality is a funny trade. Staff seem to come and go like wano. I suppose it's just getting to the workplaces, and I suppose there are elements. Thank God I work on my own. I work outdoors, away from it all. Try not to get involved with politics. Don't want to. Not interested. Yeah. Oh, but I also don't want to see people walking around doing notes all day and getting paid the same as me, if not more than me. And it's like, go and do some bloody work. But there you go. That's down to management being a bit inept in some ways. So, what a lovely beer. Definitely getting the ABV on this. I'm getting a spiciness as well from some arena. I've not ate anything spicy, so it's not me getting the spiciness from somewhere else, but I'm definitely getting a bit of like a faint chili spice from this. Weird. I'm trying to think what I've had tonight. If I've had anything, what did I eat earlier? No, nothing that should give a spice off. So that's weird. Here we go. And super happy that I finally got to review it. You know, there are certain breweries locally that I have a keen heart for. The breweries that, you know, they are true to themselves, and you know, they're not just there to tick a box, because you do get that as this so-called beer reviewer thing. I've had it where, you know, there's been nicey and the next minute they're not interested at all, and it's like, yeah, thank you, yeah. Oh, that's an absolute bit of quality, that is. So, I sound drunk, but I'm not, because it's bloody hay fever. And I do apologise for any young children listening, because Mummy and Daddy are watching a beer review, and Mr. Raggy is doing his usual thing where he says a swear word or a bit of profanity. You know, I do apologise for that. Maybe I ought to say things in a way that the adults know, but the kids don't. But in any case, 10.7%, absolutely beautiful beer. Still available at, there weren't many cans left in the fridge. Whether they've got more stockpiled, I don't know, obviously. I only went down the other day and I went, you know, as I always do, just to get the beers I want. I'm not looking at how many beers they've got in the background, because that's none of my business. Would I drink this again? Yes. Yeah, like I say, I had a taster of this directly from the barrel, and that was an honour itself, you know. one of these days, Maggie's Beer Reviews will do his own, get his own barrel, you know, something small. I don't want a bloody large barrel because I'd have to brew about 10 times to fill it. But get my own small barrel, brew into that barrel, you know, like a normal plastic barrel size, brew into the barrel and barrel age a beer that way. I mean, I have barrel aged in my plastic barrel and that turned out amazing, to be fair, considering the fact you're barrel aging in plastic. But yeah, it was crazy how nice it was. So would I drink this again? Yes. Will I see it again? Probably not. Out of 5 for me. Love the bourbon-esque flavours that came off. Got a hint of spice, don't know where that came from. Got a burst of chocolate that came through. Got the bourbon, got a touch of whiskey on it as well. So, you know, quite a complex Imperial Stout. Out of 5 for me, a good 4.55 out of 5. Yeah, a good beer. And that's my review. Hope I haven't waffled too long. You know, I do love a good Impy Stout. That is my favourite style of all the styles. Yeah, I'd rather be drinking that than some Duller's dishwater beer. Yeah, plenty of that, but there you go. Can't win them all. Oh, that's the old lot down the hatch, and oh, to be honest, I could drink more, but yeah, gotta be careful. No red cards. Thank you for watching. See you soon.